Hey everybody, it's your old pal Robert from ThrillRide.com. How you doing? So today I'm at the Pierce Brothers Valhalla Memorial Park, and it's obviously a cemetery here in Burbank, but the reason I'm here is because it also is home to something called the Portal of the Folded Wing, which is a monument to and a final burial place for 15 aviation pioneers. And it's on the National Register of Historic Places, and something I've been wanting to see for a while. So we're gonna go take a look. So please come along. Now there seems to be some sort of attached museum that unfortunately is closed, A, because it's not Sunday, but B, also because of the current pandemic conditions. But we are going to be able to walk around the monument itself. So as you can see, it's a pretty extensive property with several gardens and mausoleums. So we'll see what else there is to take a look at. There is something about cemeteries that I find very, very relaxing and peaceful. Always very quiet here. And it's just a sense of the understanding of our mortality that is in its own way kind of calming. The administration of justice is the firmest pillar of government. George Washington. So I guess this fountain is part of the Abraham Lincoln Memorial Garden. Very nice. So this is the beautiful tree-lined boulevard that is leading us out to where the monument stands. Except for the passing overhead helicopter or plane, it is very, very peaceful in here. My understanding is that there are some Hollywood luminaries interred here, but I don't think I'm going to spend much time looking around there. Really just here for the portal. And I just don't want to be, you know, disrespectful to any services that may be going on. Well, as you can see, we're getting closer, and in the distance, if you can make that out, that is a model of the Space Shuttle Challenger, a more recent addition to the memorial. Huh. It is pretty amazing. And there it is, the Portal of the Folded Wings Shrine to Aviation. This was designed by Kenneth A. McDonald Jr. and Federico Agostino Giorgi, and built in 1924 as the original, or part of the original entrance to the Valhalla Memorial Park. And I guess a fellow by the name of James Gillette, who was an aviation enthusiast, decided to convert the structure into a shrine to aviation, and has been here for quite a while. I guess dedicated originally in 1953, and then rededicated in I believe 1998. So again, about 75 feet tall, made of marble and mosaics and plenty of sculptural carvings. Really, really beautiful. And we can walk inside and take a look at the memorial markers for the aviation pioneers interred here. So as you can see, they have added more people here since those original 15 were buried here. And I am not a great expert or historian on figures in aviation, so I can't share too much information about the people here, resting here. Well, that's appropriate. There's the distant sound of a plane taking off from Burbank Hollywood Airport, the former Bob Hope Airport. And this is cool. In commemoration of the 175th anniversary of air transport, November 21, 1783 to November 21, 1958. Yeah, I guess that was part of the dedication. And a Montgolfier balloon 175 years ago, the Marquis d'Arlandes and Pilatre de Osier of France, I'm sure I butchered those names, in the presence of the United States Ambassador Benjamin Franklin, first launched the era of successful air transport, taking off from the Chateau de la Mouette in Paris and landing safely 25 minutes later outside of the city. Right, so my mistake. The portal was rededicated in 2003 on the 100th anniversary of flight. Neat. And of course, here's one of the absolute greatest of aviation pioneers of all time, Amelia Earhart. Now, again, I'm not an expert, but in the research about this place, I did discover that although they list her date of birth, the year is 1898, it was actually 1897. And the sculptural work here is really, really beautiful. And this is just looking straight up at the inside of the dome to see the kind of beautiful, almost constellation-like mosaic of stars and what I presume is a big stylized version of our sun. Oh, wow. And here's a look at the structure from the other side, basking in the sunlight. Really beautiful. Well, that's my mistake. I thought this was a memorial to the Challenger crew, but it is actually for the Columbia shuttle crew who perished on February 1st, 2003 during a re-entry. Another very sad day I remember well. I know these spacecraft are no longer in service, and they were never the most elegant looking transportation vehicles, but just for what they did for our advancement in the exploration of space, totally amazing. And I'm just sorry they don't fly anymore. And you can see on the mission patch graphic on the side there the names of the crew members who perished. So I guess it is the Burbank Aviation Museum that is currently closed, so I would love to come back when conditions allow. And here to the right is another lovely little memorial park. I'm no expert on this kind of sculptural work, but that indentation, that vertical, almost looks like it's been designed to hold another figural sculpture, but nothing is there. I wonder if there were plans to add additional figures as time went up by. Human figures or a vase, perhaps? I don't know. You can see something similar there with a vase in it. And then another similar indentation. Interesting. There's a little more detail about the Aviation Museum. Very cool. Yeah, we'll have to check that out again separately. That was a little bit of a quieter, more somber episode, but I hope you enjoyed it. And it was certainly really neat to see this quite lovely monument to the great pioneers of aviation. And now that I know there is such a thing as the Burbank Aviation Museum, it's one more thing to put on the post-COVID list. So be looking forward to that. Well, I think that brings this one to a close. So once again, thanks so much for watching, and I look forward to seeing you next time.